Sean Strickland is one of the cockiest dudes in the fight game who loves to drag his opponents through hell on the mic and inside the cage, but he doesn't really appreciate someone flipping the switch on him.
I hate it. Like, it makes me so fucking angry, dude.
An angry Sean Strickland is a million times more dangerous than a regular one, and the next few guys found this out the hard way. Just 2 weeks after making a comeback and beating Jack Marshman following a near career and life-ending motorbike accident in 2018 that had him on the sidelines for over 2 years, Strickland stepped in on short notice to face Brendan Allen, who confidently said that he will silence the noisy Strickland.
Yeah, and when we saw him fight just a couple weeks ago, he was doing a ton of talking in the cage against Jack. Is that something you're preparing yourself for and you're maybe excited to engage him a little bit with, or what do you kind of think of that element?
I'll be excited if he does it, but I highly, highly doubt that that's going to happen. I don't give my opponents enough space to talk. That's just not my style. Go in there, we're going to get right to business, and we're going to see what happens. That's just the plan, so I doubt he's going to be talking to me. But if he does, great. I love that.
Allen failed to put his money where his mouth was because not only did Strickland talk to him, but he also brutally stopped him by TKO in the second round to earn a convincing victory. Allen thought that Strickland's win was a fluke, so he immediately called for a rematch.
Not really. I knew it was a fluke. Like, he got lucky. He hit me with a lucky shot. I was out of position, wasn't in the spot to take the punch, something that I never do. I never dip that hard, and I don't know why I did it, but I made the wrong read and got caught.
Is that something that's kind of like hard to comprehend for you, right? Because you're like, it's something that you never do, but you know, it just happens in the heat of the moment. You zig when you should have zagged.
Yeah, it's like I made a mistake. I don't know why I did it, but it is what it is. It happened. I know I'm still better than him. I want to see him again, of course, 100%.
And here is how Strickland responded.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Brennan, we keep winning. The moment you actually get ranked again and it's for a belt, then we'll give you a rematch all day long. But do yourself a favor, do me a favor, and focus on yourself, you loser.
Despite Allen's consistent demands for a rematch, Strickland moved on, and with a 4-winning streak, he soon faced the tough-as-nails Uriah Hall as the main event of a 2021 UFC Fight Night, who knew exactly what he was up against.
He says weird shit that makes no fucking sense. Like, what the are you talking? What planet are you on? But you know what? That's him. That's his style. People love it. It translates to his awkward style, and it makes him like, what's going on here? And you know, key factors is to stay calm and stay composed and do what you need to do to finish a guy like that. But yeah, I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
Strickland didn't understand why Hall called him awkward or sloppy, and he confronted him about it during the pre-fight face-offs.
Uriah Hall, sloppy. Come on, Uriah. What the Call me sloppy. Not that sloppy. Guys, am I sloppy? I don't feel like I'm sloppy. I feel like I'm tight.
When the cage door closed, Strickland proved that he was anything but sloppy by dominating Hall with his pace, pressure, and jab-heavy style, and winning by a unanimous decision, yet he wasn't particularly impressed with his performance.
It was a pretty dominant performance out there tonight. I mean, you won every round, so what's the feel like right now?
I mean, I feel like I need to learn how to hit harder. Kind of hit like a pansy, you know? It kind of sucked. They're like, you know, you won the middleweight striking record. It's like, what does that mean? I just can't hit that hard.
Hall took the loss like a champion, taking to social media and calling Strickland the better man on the night. After a convincing win against Hall, Strickland hit a slump with back-to-back losses against Alex Pereira and Jared Cannonier, but he bounced back into the win column with yet another short-notice outing against rising contender Nassourdine Imavov, who was already planning his next move after thinking he'd confidently knock Strickland out.
Pourquoi pas y aller chercher la ceinture? Let's go.
Well, Pereira did a bell after knocking out Strickland. If that's the way, let's go.
Imavov also said that Strickland wasn't as good as Kelvin Gastelum, who was originally meant to face Imavov but pulled out due to injury, which made for Tarzan to step in with just 5 days notice. The only thing Strickland was good at, according to Imavov, was talking trash.
Et puis je m'attends, je suis prêt.
Well, what can he do that, I think big mouth. I think I just have to be careful of what he's saying, the word that he's using, the big mouth, that's it.
Parce que j'ai entendu qu'il commence déjà à parler. Donc, let's go.
I heard that he's starting to speak already with you guys, so I'm pumped. Let's go.
The face-off between the two fighters was pretty awkward, with Imavov's ice-cold stare clearly causing a kind of reaction from Strickland. Nevertheless, Strickland went out there and put a bad beating on the Frenchman, winning by a comfortable, unanimous decision. In the post-fight press conference, Strickland explained what made him mad at their face-off before the fight.
Hey, you see how that motherfucker looked at me at the weigh-ins? You guys see that shit? How hard was that? Fucking Frenchie. Too bad your fucking country doesn't look like everybody conquered him like that. Man, that was so fucking hard, you guys, the way he looked at me. Like, let me tell you guys something. When I was in the streets and a motherfucker looked at me like that, I would probably fucking shoot him. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is what I don't understand, dude. Like, when you look at a motherfucker in the eyes like that, what are you trying to say? Like, I want to fuck you? If I look at someone like that, usually I mean I want to fuck him. Like, what are you trying to say? You trying to get in my head? Motherfucker, I will fucking kill you, metaphorically speaking. But like, when you look at me like that, I would fucking cartel you and your fucking family. You look at me like that, you motherfucker. So, not to get too off the beaten path, man, but I hate when motherfuckers do the stare down and they look at me like that. I fucking hate it. Like, it makes me so fucking angry, dude.
Imavov didn't immediately react to the loss. Instead, he took a couple of days to process it all and then took to social media to laud Strickland as the better man on the fight night. A few months later, the UFC offered Strickland a high-profile newcomer in the form of Magomedov, and he said yes to him as well because the money on offer was too good to pass up on.
I either had a choice, man. I wait fucking 8 months or I fucking fight. And, you know, the money was right, and here we are. I mean, we all fight for money, man. I mean, like, if the dollar is right, I will fucking do it, man. I will fucking do it. So we came to a good terms, good pay, and here we are fighting Abu.
The kickboxer was oozing with confidence heading into the fight, and he predicted a knockout win against Strickland.
Always in the preparation. We have good team. I have good team around me who take care of me, you know. That the preparation was really hard. We train like for 10 rounds, not for 5. And I'm ready to die in the cage. I'm there to smash this guy.
However, Strickland's high-pressure style destroyed another potential UFC prospect as the American battered Magomedov, hurting him multiple times before stopping him by TKO in the second round. In the post-fight press conference, Strickland called out the at-the-time champion, Israel Adesanya.
Last thing for me, Sean, I know you've been kind of petitioning, hey man, give me this title shot. And we do have Israel Adesanya without a fight, we think September or Australia. I mean, is that a trip you're willing to make? And
man, it needs to happen, you guys. I mean, we know Izzy's on fucking repeat, dude. It's kind of they try to bring a boost. This is what the UFC said. Man, the middleweight division stagnant. Let's get a boost in here. He might beat Sean, and I'm like, yeah, right, motherfucker. Wait till you see what happens.
The UFC's initial plan was to book a middleweight title fight between Dricus du Plessis and Israel Adesanya, but after the South African refused to fight due to an injury, the UFC had no option but to bring in Strickland for a clash for the ages at UFC 293. The pre-fight trash talking between the two was fire. Strickland was completely ruthless with his trash talking, and he even brought Izzy's dead pet dog into it.
Hey, you know what? You know what, man? The moment I post a video of me jerking off my fucking dog, then we'll put some credibility to that. Fucking puppy porn, man. I had to double check that shit just to make sure it was legit, and it was legit.
And of course, Izzy didn't like what he had to hear.
I could have gone deep. I could have stooped to his level. Could have gone low. I could have gone limbo. Could have gone deep on the whole neo-Nazi stuff. Him killing a dog, all this kind of stuff. But I was like, there's no point. Like, I'm glad, again, I have smarter people than myself around me because I knew what I wanted to do, but I got reassurance from my coaches that it doesn't matter what happens there. All that matters is the fight. And he knows he's outgunned and outmanned in this one, so he's going to try and stoop low, and he went deep. And the worst thing he did was bring up my dead homie. And I'm going to go John Wick on this man.
Adesanya failed to back it up though, as he was almost knocked out in the first round, but he survived to take a bad beating at the hands of Strickland, who won all 5 rounds.
Is he fucking awesome?
Adesanya briefly appeared at the post-fight press conference to praise Strickland before handing the media talk over to his coach.
Win or lose, I wasn't going to say much anyway, but right now, I lost tonight to the better man on the night, and I just want to go be with people who care about me, my team, and they're waiting for me, so I'm going to do that. But I will leave you in the capable hands of a man who is much smarter than me. I'll admit this on worldwide, national media. I'll leave you with Eugene Behrman.
Once the city kickboxing coach took over, he made what many thought were lame excuses.
I think Sean's a great fighter, and I never once thought that Sean wasn't capable of beating Israel. But I thought if Israel performed to the fullest of his capabilities, it would be a very hard fight for Sean.
So what do you guys think? Did Izzy lose fair and square, or should the two fight again? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel and check out another one here.